Yeah, that's a little test about. It's not a test. It's an invitation about to explore your open mindedness. Our society is based on narcissism. Narcissism is a self centered personality style characterized as having an excessive interest in one's physical appearance and excessive preoccupation with one's own needs, often at the expense of others. It is human nature to be selfish and boastful to a certain degree. This is a significant difference between healthy narcissism, being self absorbed in a difficult and having a pathological mental illness like narcissistic personality disorder. Our society is suffering from a narcissistic personality disorder. Why? If you just watch where we are in our solar system, we are considered the third rock from the sun. And that's from a learn with Lily or something. I just tried to find somewhere a picture where is Pluto also. Because, as you can see, Pluto is not considered a planet anymore for whatever reason. It was, then it wasn't, probably it will be again, I don't know. But it doesn't matter because it's there. So, the third planet from the sun, the third rock from the sun. But if you would watch our solar system from the outside, you would come from somewhere else and would watch it from the outside, our planet would be the seventh. So this might be why the number 7 is so important. After all, 3, 6, 9, 7, there are like many numbers which are considered to be important. So, I don't know if you ever heard about Alex Collier. I don't know too much about him or something. I'd never made any research. But quite some time ago, I stumbled across him and his talks. And I was many times thinking that even though he would have had figured out all this by himself, you know, the whole story would just be total fantasy. But still, he has some very good points to ponder upon, and it's about the perspective of where we are, who we are, what we are. Like, Earth is here somewhere, and you can see in the background we have billions of galaxies and stars and whatever else. So it would be foolish to think that we are alone. If the human race is really the best thing creation could do, it's somehow embarrassing. Somehow. If you watch the news and all this crap which is coming from TV and mainstream media and all these kind of things, people are escaping into dream worlds and playing video games all day long, all night long. It's insane. So now I want to show you a little part of Alex Collier talking about his thing. He says that he has contact with Andromedans and these kind of things. Aliens, alien races from other galaxies and stuff. So I just think that you should give him a possibility and listen to him. And even though he would have figured it all by himself out, it's still worth listening to him and give him a thought.
Fear is a big issue, at least not in this room, but outside this room it is. It is with me on bad days, you know. So I would like to share with you their perspective of fear and trying to understand it. In your time and space at present is a great challenge to you all. That would be the expression of fear. For any of you to be in fear is to lack clear understanding of most situations. We have observed on your world, we have observed that your world is at a most confused point in your history and evolvement. We understand your remarkable drive and commitment to be alive, survival. We, however, are not understanding of your need to create tools of death, expecting they will keep all in a space of understanding and peace. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? We have observed that you build, create, and plan in a space of fear, not in the consciousness of love. So your defensive position of institutions that create and employ are always then in a state of unraveling and disintegration. We share this with you because they drain you and your earth of energy, both the spiritual and materially physical. Fear always has to feed. Fear does not create itself. It has to feed. The fear we observe is difficult for us to understand. These are the Andromedans. It depletes you of your focus on the original intent. Now, they refer to this a lot. And they've never come right out and said what the original intent was, but I suspect it's that definition I read you in the very beginning, that was our original intent. It is elusive. It's a very secretive energy. Fear withholds love. This is most saddening to see and feel. How can we share understanding and love when so many of you are withholding from self and each other? You guys need some viral defense or something? Okay, please try to feel the words. We as a race are trying to express to your race. One of your original intentions in creating your physical reality is the idea of creating and learning to manipulate and express yourselves through physicality, using your consciousness. Okay, it is your consciousness that is the gift of the isness that the isness has given you, and in fact, all things that bear spirit. It is the gift that has been clouded, and most importantly, clouded by fear. This creation of fear is completely irrational to whom you all are. Fear, as we ourselves at one time as Lyran ancestors, sought to defend and legitimize withholding of love. We have come to understand that withholding love only creates perpetual disintegration. We have discovered in our home galaxy the ruins of vast races, having achieved recognition that have ceased to exist. They destroyed themselves simply because they withheld love and drained the very life force out of their intent and imploded and destroyed their self-creation.
Yeah, that's just a little part of that. I don't expect you to agree with him or whatever. It's just, I'm just trying to put this out that probably, hopefully someone thinks about these things. Because, like, our history has shown us, first we thought that the sun evolves around Earth and the Earth is flat, and then we figured out it's not flat and we are spinning around the sun, and you know, everything is evolving again. Like people, ancient people, their whole perception of reality being just a part of the whole, because they were like probably much more closer to nature. There has been this kind of evolution away from nature, being really separated. Like humans are celebrated as the pinnacle of so-called evolution and all these kind of things. And what do we see? There's war and all this kind of bullshit all over the place. We didn't evolve. Like consciously on a conscious level or whatever. We just have more tools, and the tools got more sophisticated, but not the minds. Yeah. Anyway, nice evening. Thanks. Bye.